What's up, honey pie?
Hi, Jen Ponton.
Hello, Lillian Bustle.
Hello.
How in the world are you?
I'm having a real classic all the fucks kind of day, girl. I'm just having. You ever feel like you wake up and like you just got all new parts and you don't know how they work yet?
Yep.
And not in like I'm a fresh and spunky way, but in
never.
Who gave me these baby giraffe legs and these rhino hooves, and how come everything that I usually do with my hair doesn't work today, and etc. And then it's totally fine. And then I tried out a new place for lunch, and it was much more adventurous than I had been hoping for, and half of it leaked in the bag on the way home, and I was running late for you, so I ate it standing up, you know.
If you're brand new to all the fucks, this is the gist of the feelings that we enjoy evoking here on this podcast. Something that leaked into the bag.
Yes. A surprisingly gelatinous sauce that leaked into the bag. Oh, well.
A whole little chana masala mess.
It was
surprisingly gelatinous are not the words I thought you were going to use.
No, they weren't the words I was hoping to use. It was a Filipino restaurant, and I'm familiar with some Filipino food, but the way this was described, it sounded like it was going to be like pad thai. It was like rice noodles with ground pork and something.
Okay,
and it was mostly wet with a little ground pork. And even though the sauce had slooshed all into the bag, it somehow hadn't made its way over all of the noodles. So the noodles in the middle were congealed.
Yeah.
It was only like a 7-minute walk home.
Was it the longest 7 minutes?
I wasn't over the river. Well, it was because I was hungry and I was very excited about what I was going to eat. But it's fine.
Does Red Ribbon Bakery still exist over on Newark Ave? Yeah, they have really good Filipino pastries and stuff. I don't know if they make more than pastries, but
you're never gonna find surprise tendon in a pastry is the thing.
Correct. Surprise tendon. Oh no!
I'm not saying that there is tendon in specifically Filipino food, but tendon and cartilage are the two things that pop up for me where I'm like, this sauce is delicious, and then I'm like, oh, my tooth squeaks on something and my day is ruined.
I get it. I do not like that kind of squish.
Mm-mm.
Even just taking the wrong chunk from like a rotisserie chicken.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I take, when I pull a rotisserie chicken, I squeeze parts of it out like I'm wringing out a washcloth almost, where I'm just like, I'm like, oh, I can tell I don't even want to look at that part. And that goes in the cat bag, the bag for the cat snacks.
That's handy. Chicken. That's really handy.
Same thing with roast pork. Roast pork, I feel like I can get past a little bit better. But if it's somebody else's and I find a big chunk of fat and then I proceed with caution and then I find a little piece of bone, then it's over.
Oh,
It's just, I don't know what to chalk it up to, whether it's like a sensory thing or whether it's just a white girl thing. But I like flavors so much, but textures really... the exact image is of me having a great time at that one time that we broke into a pool. and then everybody was like, oh my God, a car is coming, run. And I jumped the fence, but my underwear got caught, and then I was hanging there like the Coppertone baby. That's how I feel when I'm like, I'm eating this yummy thing that I like, and then I'm like, oh no. Oh no, I'm caught.
You know, speaking of the world where like extra wet, surprising things are not fun. I was, however, thinking of this literally this morning, and I was like, I have to talk to Lillian about this. I only like a wet dessert.
Say more.
So, I got myself a Boston cream donut today as a special little treat, and it is my personal opinion that Boston cream is the emperor of all the donuts. You can't get better than Boston cream. Secondary to it is jelly filled.
I do love a jelly.
We love a fucking jelly. And I was like, I only like a wet donut.
I would
don't
say
like a
I would
dry
call that
donut.
gooey.
Gooey. I'll take gooey.
Yeah, and
I will also
I understand that. Go on, go on.
I'll also take I will also always take an overglazed over even like a chocolate like munchkins, like a
Mhm.
chocolate cake munchkin because they're too dry. I
Mm.
don't enjoy biscotti very much for the same reason.
Biscotti's mad overrated.
Totally overrated. There's just too many Italians who are like, this is a cookie. I don't like Italian cookies for that exact reason. They're not
Oh,
wet enough.
they are pretty dry. I don't like. Do you like cannoli?
I love a cannoli, but I don't eat the shell. I've alienated
You're a
half of
cream
our audience.
plunderer. Have you ever had a lobster tail? Because the
Yes.
lobster tail
That's
has
like the sphygotell kind of pastry
well, I
on
don't know
top,
what
but
that word means.
you would if you saw it.
I know what a lobster tail is because it looks like a lobster tail.
Sphygotell is like the Jersey Italian pronunciation of what it's like a sogliolitelli, right? Like
Oh, that. Yeah. Got it. Cleared it right up.
it's like this shingled flake pastry.
Oh, sure. Yeah. It's layered like that. Shingled.
I
Oh.
am a cream plunderer is the answer to that. Yes.
So I relate to this because like I like a pudding.
Mm.
I like a trifle. I like a sauce. I like a lava cake. I like something that's got ice cream melting on it.
Oh.
I like an occasional cupcake though. But yeah, you're right. Like dry cookie, like those the Danish cookies that come in the blue tin that you keep to put your sewing stuff in. I don't know if you do that. I mean, you as in the world.
Yes. Well, I certainly come from a whole family of people who does that. I haven't made that my choice yet, but that's the next obvious
I feel
iteration.
like that is also like white culture.
Oh, peak white culture. Peak white Protestants.
Your dry Danish butter
Your fucking
cookies
Royal Dansk.
with your bits and bobs and the thing afterwards. And it's so fun with those because you can't really tell when those get stale, they get softer. What?
Yep.
That's crazy. That's not fair. That's not fair to soft things that they get stale and they get dry. How can we reach a happy medium?
Correct. Although you can definitely tell the same thing when you like lots of different cookies. Lots of different cookies when if they're a good snappy cookie. I can appreciate a snappy cookie though. Snap is different.
Cookies I'm having a weird time with right now because have you heard of Levain cookies? They've become kind of like the gold standard. So I have been doing.
They're like the size of your head, right?
Yeah, they're huge.
Oh,
I would venture to say at some point things become something that's besides a cookie, but sure. When I had them recently, I was like, oh, this feels more like a brownie and a blondie than a cookie, which is great because I actually prefer that texture over like a Chips Ahoy chunk. Like
yes.
But I've been doing art modeling.
The rise of a brownie.
Yes.
I've had that exact cookie. It's so fucking good.
It's great when it's chewy in the middle, but unfortunately our local cookie company, and I'm not going to talk shit about them on air because I like them and I want them to succeed. But a recent one that got very famous around Jersey City, it feels like whoever's making them now is just flat out undercooking them. Like they're soft in the middle, but they're like almost raw, and they're still they're so thick. So it felt I don't know, very hubris.
Yeah, definitely. I'm flying too close to the sun there.
Yeah.
Or too far from it, apparently.
Right. Icarus, 10 more minutes. Just 10 more minutes. You got this, guy.
There's a we've talked a lot about Green Chef and HelloFresh, and there's another company that I love very much that I have a currently on relationship with, they're always my will they won't they, called Hungry Root.
Yeah, I think I've had some of their snacks at your place before.
I love the
Because you can
Hungry
get like a
Root.
smoothie and stuff, right? You can get like
Yeah, well, they have
frozen.
bottled. Oh, you're thinking of Daily Harvest. I've probably given you a.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
love Daily Harvest. They are pretty much exclusively. They're not totally the best shit that they do is smoothies, and like one skillet pasta
Hmm.
situation. But Hungry Root is kind of like convenience food for home, but it's really wholesome. And
Oh, so it's like,
one,
is it pre-made?
it's made to the point where all you really have to do is heat up a pan and give it 7 minutes, basically. Like
Love it.
it's not quite microwave food,
Hmm.
but it's quick meals.
Hmm.
And I love them very much. I think they do a really good job. And one of their crown jewels in of their offerings are they make bean batters and doughs.
I've made bean brownies before. I actually kind of like them.
They're
Yeah.
so good. Yes. They make black bean brownie batter in a
Hmm.
tub, and it says you can make them. I don't make them.
You just
I
eat the batter.
eat the batter
Nice.
because it's eggless. It's vegan. It's eggless.
Right.
It's delicious.
Nice.
And then they make an almond batter chocolate chip
Hmm.
cookie dough, and then there's like also a peanut butter something in there. Anyway, so fucking good, very wet, never dry.
Very wet. Um,
Big cream plundering to be had there.
yeah. I'm an OG plunderer. I only like twice in my life eaten an Oreo cookie the way it's meant to be eaten. Like I really like to pull them apart, scrape the cream out, and then I might eat one cookie per cookie. You know what I mean? Like per sandwich cookie, I'll scrape the cream off and like eat one half of it. But
Yes.
regular Oreos are not my favorite. I do like the golden Oreos.
Oh, a golden
Similarly,
Oreo is great.
I like a vanilla frosty better than I like a chocolate frosty. I like vanilla
Mm.
cinnamon flavors.
Oh, like a nice
Um,
horchata.
yeah. Yeah,
Nice.
the cinnamon bun flavor from Fruzen Glaja. Oh, Henry. Ben and Jerry's. God damn it. Sometimes I just gotta squeeze it. Sometimes if I stop, it's almost like a reverse stutter. Like if I stop talking long enough to gather my thoughts and try to come up with the noun, it's always nouns. Um, I'll never come up with it. I just freeze like I did.
Yeah,
That's like I
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
just start
Just Touretting it out.
whatever, whatever's gonna come out. I do like that Fruzen Glaja was the first thing.
Incredible. Didn't see that one coming.
R.I.P.
Oh my god.
That Fruzen Glaja. Do you remember Viennetta cakes?
Hell yes, I do. They're the fanciest commercials and print
Yes,
ads of all time.
they were. They had the same tone though as those fancy feast ads where they put the flat food in like a very fancy cup, and they're like,
In
ding,
a
ding,
little crystal
ding.
goblet.
Viennetta had the same thing where it's like, here's a plate that you will never put this on, and then it like you can hear it slice through. It was like ASMR before ASMR was a thing, and you could like hear it
Yes.
like click on the plate.
They used the
Ridiculous.
fine china and silver.
Yes,
They
yes,
plated it with a little sprig of peppermint.
yes,
I
yes,
mean,
and like a
spearmint probably.
raspberry, like a single
Yes.
raspberry.
Yes.
For those who don't
Absolutely.
remember, it was a frozen log basically. It was kind of like a Yule log,
Mm.
but it was layers of like whipped cream and then ice cream and then a thin layer of what I can only describe as what's the
Like
chocolate sauce,
devil's.
the chocolate sauce that gets hard.
Oh,
You know what I'm
a
talking about?
magic
That's
shell?
what, yeah. It's like layers of magic shell in between, like very, very thin layers of
Yes,
chocolate
yes, yes.
in between,
So it
so that when
becomes
you slice
flaked.
through it, it's like crunch, 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 and it's very, very satisfying. I don't think that they make it
I
anymore.
wonder I wonder if they make Viennetta. Now I
I would.
have to know. Now I have to know. We go into the grocery store, baby. Yes, Viennetta is still available. It's been brought back to U.S. grocery stores by Unilever
Oh,
in
okay.
2021
What?
because of how much people were feeling the Viennetta nostalgia,
Shut
which is so
up.
real. Yeah, so you can get one now.
Oh,
I think if you've ever had if you haven't had a Viennetta, but you've had like an icebox cake, there are some cakes that are just like considered to be, if you're a really well prepared adult, like this is what you keep in the freezer for company in case of
right,
company,
right.
right? I feel like this is you. Pepperidge Farm makes a coconut icebox cake, like a coconut cream one.
Ooh, nice.
And then like Edwards makes like lemon meringue or like a key lime frozen
One of my friends gave me
situation.
a key lime icebox cake that we kept in the freezer. She's a chef, and she had individually sliced each piece and like wrapped it in its own little piece of wax paper. So you could just take one little piece out and thaw it. And she was like, nuke it for 15 seconds. You're good to go. And we
Hell
just ate
yes.
that for like 6 months.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love an icebox cake. I fucking love it. Do you know what else I love?
Hmm.
Speaking of cream plundering, Lillian, is anything classier than graham cracker Keebler pie crust
Okay.
and a shizzle of Cool Whip mixed with raspberry jello powder dumped into the graham cracker crust and
Uh-huh.
then like smoothed out and shoved in the fridge for like an hour to firm up.
Oh,
I think they're
shit.
called like jello pies, like raspberry Cool Whip jello pies.
That sounds amazing. I don't think I've ever had that exactly, but it sounds great.
I'm making you one. I'm
Yeah.
making one for you.
Yes,
Yep.
please. I fuck with Cool Whip.
I fucking love Cool Whip. Cool Whip
I
is
actually, I quite
grossly
like Cool
underrated.
Whip, like almost not thawed, so that you just take
Ooh.
little frozen-y scoops.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes. Good crunchitude.
ASMR cast.
Now that we've whet your appetite.
I like wet desserts.
I fucking love wet desserts.
I that
It's so
track. I
thematic.
feel like the first time that Don and I went out to eat with you guys got us the baglione for dessert, and you
Oh.
guys were like, "Oh, we're gonna get a load of this," and I was like, I liked it, but I just kept going, goopy.
Yeah. Goop plunder. I not know.
Did I tell you the last time we were talking that about the time that I brought home? I love rice pudding, and sometimes rice pudding has like a golden tinge to it for some reason. I don't know why. That's
Mm.
usually the kind that you get at a deli that has the big fat raisins that have been like sitting in it overnight.
Oh yeah.
Um, somehow during the pandemic, the same day, I wound up with some rice pudding and a fucking to go cup of the hot dog relish from from Rhett's Hut, and I was fully awake. I was not high or drunk, and I just took the biggest mouthful of that relish, thinking that it was rice pudding.
Oh
It
my
was not.
god.
It was
I
not
have the
rice pudding.
silliest fucking story for you. It's
Is
so
it
silly.
Scoopy? Please let it be
It
Goopy.
it's not goopy, actually.
All
It was
right, it's
supposed to be
fine.
goopy and then it wasn't.
Okay,
Okay,
great.
so I am able to get astoundingly high. Jory isn't. Jory's just like, it's like a multivitamin for Jory, right? Well, yesterday, accidentally, Jory got gen level high.
Oh,
And as soon as it hit, Jory was like, "Oh no!" Like they were just playing. They were playing like fucking mad scientists, and they were like a little bit of this, and I'm like, well, you can handle it, I guess. They could not, and so they were like, "I can get Shake Shack," and I was like, "Great! Can I please have the plant-based chocolate shake, which is
okay.
very like it's a really nice like salty chocolate non-milkshake. It's
Mm-hmm.
really good. It's got a nice edge to it. And I was like, I'll do cheese fries. They do cheese fries. And Jory's like, got it. Jory puts in the order.
Uh-oh.
45 minutes later.
And you get a toilet. For those of you who haven't listened to every single episode, Jen UberEats an order from IHOP one time, and they gave her a toilet.
It was amazing.
Someone else's toilet. They weren't like, IHOP sells toilets now.
No, it was an order from Lowe's. Yeah. I was like, my pancakes are here, and I looked on the stoop, and it was a fully boxed Kohler toilet. That was fucking wild. And now that we can fast forward this far, they never refunded me. They never refunded me. I even went through my bank.
Was it Uber Eats or DoorDash?
It was Uber Eats because
that's why the toilet part was so insane.
Yeah. Yes. Precisely. It's so crazy. Yeah, I even went through my bank and they were like, sorry, it says you got something delivered. And I'm like, I did, but not what I ordered.
I should get that toilet.
I would say it, yeah,
Hold
right?
on Facebook Marketplace.
Fucking right? I absolutely should have. Man, could have really turned that around quickly. I don't give up on my values soon enough. By the time I'm like, fine, let's rejigger this, like it's already, I've missed the moment.
I understand.
You know, right? I really try and hold on to my convictions for a long time until it's clear that I'm just going to keep getting kicked in the proverbial nuts. And then I'm like,
not well rewarded for that, are we?
No, never. So Jory orders the Shake Shack. 45 minutes later, they get the order and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And Jory's like, and I'm like, where's my shake? And Jory's like, oh no. But it's not that they forgot the shake, like the delivery, which is typically the answer.
Yeah.
Is that Jory just didn't do it. I was like,
just didn't order it.
Babe, I asked for just 2 things. And Jory's like, yeah, that's crazy. And then I go to sit down with them and they have got what they've ordered. And they're like, but don't worry, I got you those cheese fries. And we sit down and Jory's like, yeah, open the box. And I open the box and it's fried pickles.
Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very nice.
And the level of surprise that and I was like, I just hope you understand. You've never been this high in your life. This is how this stuff hits me. So, and they were like, yeah, I'm downloading a new level of compassionate understanding for how you feel occasionally. They were like, no wonder you're like, please don't let me do adult things on my own.
Yeah. Downloading a new level of compassion. Exactly. Walking a mile in someone else's high ass shoes.
Correct.
That's so funny.
Correct.
No, I have my friend Jay, every single time we hang out, I'm like, order food, then smoke.
Yes.
And he might like just get a little ahead of me. And then every time he has to bitch about delivery services, which I'm like, yeah, man, I don't like them either. They get stuff wrong and they rip you off. But we already talked about it. And you said you didn't want to go get anything. And he's like, I don't. And then he'll start telling me about an episode of Golden Girls or something. And I'm like, focus.
That's my guy.
Focus, baby.
Yes. Yes.
Nope.
It worked out so good. So good.
Boy, oh boy.
I later found them just face planted on the couch.
Wow.
And I was like, hey, you okay? And they were like, they wanted to watch The Price is Right, like original episodes from the 70s.
Yes, that's great.
Was great. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, what a trip.
So funny.
Dude.
Have you seen the new Match Game?
No.
So the new one, Alec Baldwin used to have it, but then I guess they were like, you shot too many people.
Oh my God.
In the face. So you don't get to do it anymore.
The way that man keeps just falling over into an open grave is insane.
It's wild. So Alec Baldwin, though, I have to say, was exceptionally good. Like, as the host, he was wonderful.
He's so good.
And now Martin Short is the host, and I just come at me, folks. I just don't think he's funny. I don't think Martin. It's not that I've never laughed at anything he's ever done. I thought he was marginally funny. I like him around Steve Martin. They're good foils for each other. But on his own, honest to God, after the Jiminy Glick thing, I was like, you are lazy and you think that you're funnier than I will ever think you are funny. Cocky Canadian.
Have we discussed...
But Old School Match Game is like delicious.
Is peak, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they're drinking. They're drinking on the old ones.
Great.
Yeah.
Just, yeah, so good. So good. There was an episode of 30 Rock where Alec Baldwin, he was portraying Dean Martin, and boy, oh boy, it had real Match Game vibes of just like, we're winging it, and I'm swilling it, and I'm going to hit on this lady, and then I'm going to go pick up a hooker. Like, yeah, it was wild 70s energy. Speaking of Martin Short, have we ever discussed the cult classic from 1993, Clifford?
I don't think I even knew that was a movie. No, that was not on my radar anywhere. Wow.
Clifford.
That was right when I was in middle school. That would have been something I would have seen. I don't know why I haven't seen that.
Right? It was you know why? It came out at the same time as Problem Child. And Problem Child sucks.
I don't know what that is either.
Legitimately sucks. Oh, interesting. Problem Child was very popular in my cohort as like this little, as like a Dennis the Menace revamp, basically like a bad, like a mischievous kid who keeps being an asshole until he has a change of heart. Gets himself in trouble, right? So this was the whole theme of the early and mid 90s. And Clifford had been developed and was written by... was conceived of and written by Martin Short and stars Martin Short. He is 40 years old. Martin Short is 40 years old when they're filming this. He plays a 9-year-old boy named Clifford, who is literally a demon on Earth.
Okay, so it's not a Clifford the Big Red Dog movie.
No, it is not.
It sounds to me like something that he pitched for a sketch comedy show, and everyone was like, no. And then he was like, fuck you, I'm gonna go make a movie out of it.
Fuck you, I'm doing it anyway. Richard Kind plays his father, who is trying to get rid of him in any possible way. And Charles Grodin plays his Uncle Martin.
I don't like looking at that guy.
You don't?
No, man, his hair bothers me so much. No, he's the worst part of all the Muppet movies.
Oh, no!
I don't like him.
Oh, no! I love Charles Grodin. That man.
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, my God. This movie would be like petting a cat backwards. I am obsessed with this movie. I am obsessed with it, and I'll tell you,
I love Richard Kind. Maybe because
phenomenal.
he would be my avatar, I could watch it like through his eyes, because he's the one that's harassed in this, it sounds like, right?
And Charles Grodin. Richard Kind starts the movie. He plays a supporting role as the dad. Once the dad realizes he can foist the kid off on the uncle, he's like, goodbye. And then Charles Grodin takes over. So it stars Charles Grodin and Martin Short. And Mary Steenburgen.
Oh, I adore
her. And she plays Charles Grodin's Lady Love in it.
Lady Love.
It is so fucking unhinged, Lillian. And the whole thing is like, Clifford is obsessed with Dinosaur World. It's just a make-believe amusement park in LA. And he's obsessed with going to Dinosaur World. And no one will take him. But Charles Grodin is the engineer and architect, like park designer for Dinosaur World. And so Charles Grodin, trying to show off that he could be a good dad, because Mary wants to have kids.
Oh.
He's trying to show off that he could flex his dad skills. So he's like, this is my nephew, Clifford, right? And I'm gonna, give him cookies on his head and like, taking him to Dinosaur World, yay. But very quickly learns that Clifford is fucking insane and an absolute psychopath with no No hyperbole there, just full on psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
And the two of them, descend into madness. It's so fucking funny, Lillian. I know you would hate it, but it's my favorite thing on earth.
That's too screwball for me. That's too. I mean, with the exception that I can think of like 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, I'm not a huge fan of grown-ups playing kids.
Oh my god.
Children's TV shows, and well, this is a movie that's I don't know how to. I don't like Martin Short.
That's totally fair. That's completely fair. Oh my god.
But I liked Ed Grimley. I specifically liked Ed Grimley.
Is that who he plays on Only Murders in the Building, or no?
No. Ed Grimley was an SNL character that had kind of Pee Wee Herman vibes. He like stood really funny. He had like his hands on his hips all the time and his pelvis out, and he had like a faux hawk. He had like a spike.
Oh.
And then they did a Saturday morning cartoon of that. And I can't remember any of his catchphrases, but he just had a big stupid smile, and he was just like a weird adult who did outrageous things.
It actually had big not Right Said Fred, Drop Dead Fred energy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yes, I'm seeing mental pictures of Martin Short as Ed Grimley right now, so I know that reference.
So what do we? There has to be a movie trope for that, like Manic Pixie Dream Girl, like Manic Psycho Fuckboy. What is it?
Yes, usually imaginary psycho fuckboy.
Well, but there's enough where they're real, like What About Bob? Do you remember What About Bob?
Do I ever? It's one of my favorite movies.
I like that one. God, Bill Murray. I'm still mad that multiples of my friends from college could have made out with Bill Murray, and then they didn't, and then they called me and told me that they didn't. I was so disappointed. I've told this story before.
Definitely not.
Oh, yes. So,
you're sure?
Okay, I'm happy to tell it again. So I was in St. Augustine. I moved to New York City. As I was leaving St. Augustine, in the area, they were building something called World Golf Village. Bill Murray has a chain of restaurants called Caddyshack's that he opens at golf resorts. And he was in town opening up his restaurant, but that's like 20 minutes, half an hour north of, and St. Augustine. You either go to Jacksonville or St. Augustine to do fun things. And he found this one bar and liked Flip Night. And it was right around the corner from where I used to live. And so the first call, they were like, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe who was at Flip Night." And I was like, "Who?" And they were like, "Okay, who? This movie." And I was like, "Bill Murray was at Flip Night?" And they were like, "Oh my God, you got it." And I was like, "Yeah." You said like Ghostbusters and then like 2 other movies he was really famous for. You didn't go deep into the canon. And then 2 other friends. This was back when we would call each other. They were just like, "Oh my God." And it started out the same way. "You remember how we used to go to so-and-so's for Flip Night? Guess who I saw there?" So
no way.
So the second 2 times I actually got to guess and I got it right. I was like, "Bill Murray," and they were like, "What?"
Incredible.
And they were like, "Yeah, he totally hit on me." They all said he was really nice, that he wasn't like super sleazy. But I was like,
always heard that about him.
Didn't any of you make out with him? Why didn't any of you make out with him? That's so
what a missed opportunity.
Bill could have been me.
I don't actually think that you've told this story before.
Really?
I truly don't.
Oh my gosh. It was so funny. And I was so mad because like you could have walked back to my shitty apartment from this bar.
Dang. With your fucking Aloha jug of like liquor.
back to my apartment with the couch that we still had that someone left on our porch.
Yes. Couch on porch.
With our stop sign that we stole. And one of those halogen lamps that you weren't supposed to have anymore because it caught everything on fire.
Oh shit, I had a halogen lamp and I kept a boa near it.
Big same. We must have seen it in Adelia's catalog or something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh
right
God.
next to my inflatable chair. So like as flammable as that corner could possibly
yes.
be.
This is you and I on 1,000 miles apart at the same exact time.
Yes, my little Route 66 sign. Here it is, Bill. Just where the magic happens.
He would have loved it. He would have been so into it. That, I mean, I'm sure it's not the first time, but it feels like this is one of the origin stories of that thing where it's like, call his fucking agent hotline, right? It's because oh, you may not know this?
No.
He is famously his own representation.
He's Uncle Floyd!
Who else? How else would there be an inroad for Uncle Floyd to exist as a personality if we didn't already have Bill fucking Murray, right? Yes.
Oh God, that's so funny.
So he has a phone or a phone line that he devotes to, like, call me with offers. And offers include college kids being like, hey, Bill Murray, hey, Bill Murray, you want to come to our party? And that's why he'll just fucking show up places. In the same breath that, like, Warner Brothers might be like, we want you to do this reboot. You might have, like, Jimbo be like, what's up?
Wow. That's great news. I love that.
Yeah. Yes. And you're apparently part of that legacy. A rich, rich legacy.
Man, oh man.
Conversely, when my friend Seth went to college in Canada, and I remember him telling me, and I got so skeeved out. He told me that Dan Aykroyd would prowl the campus. Prowl might be a little bit too predatory a word, but he would lurk at the very least, and he'd be like, hey, I was in Ghostbusters, you want to go make out?
Oh, God.
So maybe Bill Murray, being a little more tasteful makes up for that.
Dan Aykroyd has zero game. Bill Murray is 89 to 95% game. Like, he is an odd-looking fellow.
Oh,
he's a strange dude. His hair's always been weird. He is like... Men's heads are so strange. Can we just
go on?
No, like, I know that their hairlines are always like much different than us, but even like the way their follicle patterns, like men, I have seen men where I'm like, you have 4 cowlicks.
Oh,
so a cowlick for friends is like when the cuticle of your hair is like the follicle is pointing a certain way. So like Jen and I, if you happen to be looking at this, we both have like little cowlicks at the front of our hairline, but some people have it in the back. So that's why Alfalfa from the little rascals had the little boink in the back. Yeah, some men's hair just seems like it grows 18 different ways. From like the fact that they have facial hair. Some people's facial hair stops at their chin. Some goes all the way down into their chest.
Some is a real bummer.
And then just the many different ways that men can start losing their hair. Anyway, Bill Murray just says like he's got a weird
crazy hair, and he's had crazy hair his entire fucking life. Yeah, he does have a weird head.
He has cute, like super cute eyes. Like when he smiles, you're just like, oh, I like that. But like if you just looked at him and didn't know anything about him, you wouldn't be like, Jesus Christ.
No.
Let's go to Flip Night, baby.
No, he's got a immediately charm, which he just does like so fucking effortlessly. So effortlessly. Yeah. I adore that.
Dan Aykroyd smacks me as like one of the hot band kids, where it's like, for your group, you were probably pretty hot.
Yes. I gotta say, as much as that story skeeved me out, I still like I have so much fucking love for that man, and not even for like normal reasons. Similarly to me
private
being like,
Dan Aykroyd reasons.
I have a very private Dan Aykroyd reason, actually. Which is, there's a movie much like Clifford that not a lot of people have seen called Nothing But Trouble. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No. So I missed out a lot on these like I don't want to call them second rate, but like definitely not blockbuster movies because I didn't have cable.
Right.
So if it wasn't on like Fox Sunday afternoon,
fair,
which is what, like, I saw, I don't know, Time Bandits and Brazil like 19 times. Not in any, yeah.
Right.
But so, okay, what's it called?
It's called Nothing But Trouble.
Nothing But Trouble.
And it was definitely, like, it was not aimed at children at all. It was aimed at adults, and it was so fucking unhinged. And Dan Aykroyd wrote it with his brother and definitely directed it and stars in it in several roles. It's him and Chevy Chase, boo, and John Candy, yay, and Demi Moore. And it is a story, it's sort of about Centralia, Pennsylvania, basically. Okay. You know that, right? That Fuck Buddies, the town in Pennsylvania that was so overly coal mined that fire started under the town, and
it's still going.
It's still going. But it is abandoned. There might still be like a person or two who legally lives there, but it's been abandoned for a long time because it's very dangerous to be there. This? Essentially, yes. It's clearly like Dan Aykroyd must have heard about Centralia and been like, I have a brilliant idea. So it's about this weird abandoned town in Pennsylvania that he lords over as this feudal holdover. Yeah, it's fucking weird. And he's the judge. And he's 9,000 years old and his whole face is falling apart. And he's got really good prosthetics. And he lives in this great big ramshackle mansion. And and as the judge, he controls police and everything. And so if you get off the wrong exit of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, you will find yourself in Valkenvania. And you are subject to the laws, the backwards feudal laws of Valkenvania. So Chevy Chase is this hotshot fucking New York City whatever, and Demi Moore. I can't believe
I've never seen this. This sounds like a movie my mother would have loved.
It's so batshit. I mean, it is great, and it's batshit, but boy, it leads with batshit hardcore. Yeah. And so Demi Moore and Chevy Chase are trying to drive out to Atlantic City for this convention, but they get lost on the way and they find themselves speeding in Valkenvania, and John Candy pulls them over and takes them to the judge. And it's this whole madcap fucking, can you escape from this hellhole? It's so great, and it's so crazy. It's so I think it's 1990 or 91. It's fucking brilliant. And nice. I was too feral, so I would rent it from our not Blockbuster, from our video store. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Anyway, must-see movie experiences. I kind of want to make you watch Clifford because it's only 90 minutes of your life. But
I could swallow it. I could make it happen. I'm intrigued.
That would be a really nice double feature, and
we could do a reaction thing.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, I don't. It's there's a very specific, there has to be like a German compound word for the way I feel about Martin Short and men like him. Where it's really, it is up there with like you're one of the ones who was possibly hugged too much as a child. Where like, you're just like, so many white dudes have this unearned confidence, but like yours really takes the cake.
Oh no.
And now, he's definitely got some men also with their weird heads. They age so differently. Mm-hmm. And Martin Short is one of the ones who's turning into an elder lesbian.
1,000,000,000%. Yeah. He looks just like Ellen, which is very unfortunate.
Oh. I haven't seen her in a minute.
She escaped to France?
Yeah. That feels right. She feels French. She was like, my people.
I love when you give the excuse that you think everyone's gonna believe, and we're all like, She was like, oh, because it's so homophobic in America, we're so scared. And I'm like, you mean because everybody revealed that you're a tyrant? Because that's the real reason. That's the real
I mean,
reason.
if I was multi-rich gay, I would probably be on my way out of America right now.
For sure. But there's a bigger reason, Ellen. Come on.
She's not still with Portia, is she?
She is. They are still married.
That makes me sad.
I know.
I'm sorry, I have to get this.
What is it?
Done. I just had there was something. I was
a
worrying a cuticle, and I got it.
Oh, yes. I am so grateful ever since the day you were like, these are for keeping your fingers from becoming bleeding little sausages.
Cuticle
Snip, snip.
nippers. Yeah.
They are so beloved in this house.
Life-changing.
Jesus Christ. Totally life-changing.
Life-changing.
I have not unthreaded myself yet.
What?
I haven't unthreaded myself yet.
I just bought a new pair of cuticle nippers, and when you get the nice ones, they're like $16. And I'm always like, why though?
Why though? Is it an ergonomic handle?
That's why I spent $4 extra, was so that it didn't have this one has like the crap handle, like and you have to like really kind of get into it. That probably picks up on the mic real nice.
It does, actually. Yeah, that's going to sound real nice in post.
Yeah, I don't know. Some things you just have to pay money for.
Agree. Besides, so worth it for not walking around and being like, every slight breeze makes my hands scream out in pain.
I used to have that problem all the time, especially when we worked at Lush and our hands were in water all the time.
Let's discuss this for a second. Okay. Fuck buddies, we're all of a certain age here. TikTok has really foregone me for the last few years. Again, holding on to my shit too long and being like, fine, I guess I'll try it out.
Same.
So I'm dabbling with TikTok. It's very weird over there. I'm trying to figure out how it works. Also, by the way, if you don't know /fuck buddies, if y'all don't know, I mean, of course this is what's going to happen. But apparently sometime this fall, just like what happened at the beginning of the year, Chinese TikTok, the current TikTok, is going to be ousted by a new American TikTok. And new American TikTok is going to be run by a certain kind of AI that the government is running. So it's it's already a fascist nightmare, but it's about to be more of one. So just so we all see that coming.
Wow.
I know it. Yeah. It's so dark. Anyway, I'm like, whatever. Let me just noodle. Let me just play where everybody keeps telling me to play, just for now.
Wait, please don't go yet. Who in government is making a new TikTok?
When asked about the Oracle talks on Air Force One on Saturday night, Trump denied being in discussions with Oracle's Larry Ellison about a TikTok takeover. Larry's a friend of mine, Trump said. I never spoke to Larry about TikTok. I've spoken to many people about TikTok. There's great interest in TikTok. God, he's so fucking funny. I hate how funny he is.
Stupid.
Jesus. He's so fucking... It could be so good. It could be so great. Anyway.
It used to be real fun to make fun of him before he was running things.
It used to be so good. So then in March, Politico says, President Donald Trump's developing deal to save TikTok would almost certainly violate U.S. law. But if it does, there may be little chance that anyone, including Congress or the courts, could enforce it, this is our daily life now, right? Fuck. A deal under discussion at the White House would keep the app alive by tapping American software giant Oracle to help run TikTok in the U.S. while preserving a minimal role for ByteDance. Across Washington, China hawks are trying to draw a hard line against any plan that would let ByteDance maintain a degree of control. But Trump is already violating this law by keeping TikTok.
It's making me itchy. It's making my eyes itch. It's literally making my eyes itch. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
And then the Oracle deal.
Oh my God.
I'm not seeing it overly stated here, but what I recall seeing when I was first learning this is that the problem is that Oracle gives all this info to the government. Whereas the problem with TikTok, the domestic problem with TikTok, wow, political podcast now. Just call us fucking NPR. The problem with the domestic problem with TikTok is that they can't, like, you're giving it all to China. But I mean,
but they're not like, we don't want anyone to have your information. They're like, we want your information.
yes.
Trash.
Correct. And so, I mean, it just all clocks with everything else that you know is going on. But my understanding is that there will be a new American version of TikTok that's going to be developed, and it's going to then answer to American government. And so the stuff that is currently Wild West and going to China, which is probably still not great, but at least it's a devil we don't know. We know this devil, and it sucks. I mean, I feel like I'm
the devil we don't know.
and in this case, I usually feel like the argument is made in the reverse direction, but I'm like, no, this devil is trash. It's really bad. So yeah,
cool.
So yeah, it is.
All right. Well, thank you for that update.
Yeah, you're tragically welcome. Anyway, I got on TikTok to just see. Especially because I do have some personal good news coming up that I still can't talk about yet. I do have some personal cool good news coming up, and I'm like, maybe I should see where the kids are. The kids are finding us, Lillian. We told a story about Lush a few episodes back that we were only talking about it in relation to a girl I went to high school with, right? We were talking about Yakos and like this unbelievably ditzy girl. And then we did a little fucking offshoot on this girl that we worked at Lush with, who, yes, is unbelievable, if you recall the story. But I had no idea it was going to take off in that way on TikTok. I wouldn't say it went viral, because I feel like when things go viral, they go in the millions, and this is in the tens of thousands.
This is what they call doing numbers.
It's doing a number. It's definitely doing a number. And people are losing their shit about it. And it's definitely the youth. And I'm like, wow, look at all these kids. Look at all these kids being proud of and because the world has changed so much since these days when we were telling this story, days of potential illusions of meritocracy, days of striving for excellence, days of the Obama administration. All these kids are like, I don't understand the problem. We're like, yeah, I guess
of her using baby voice.
Yeah. Or get your bag, right?
Yeah. And people are like, whatever works.
Yeah. Now at this stage in life, yes. I mean, there's no up, there's no improvement. There's just this.
Yeah. However, whatever the best version of this can be for you.
Whatever it is. Yep. It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. Yeah, but
the tolerance is different. It's a different tolerance, but then they're intolerant of some very, very strange things.
Agree.
Like I don't know. I'm not really interested in trafficking in the concept of cringe and like what is and isn't acceptable levels of cringe. Sorry,
agree.
I'm fixing my microphone here.
Especially because I feel like our currency is in cringe. Because if you're trying to divest from human feelings, like, I'm not interested.
Well, you know how I feel like if you are too worried about cringe, that's a different level of cringe. So
correct.
Your dance space, my dance space.
There's an earnest. It's weird because I feel like there was a real earnestness from the early and mid aughts, and I feel like there's a part of like millennials, or there's part of Gen Z that really has that in spades. I don't know if that's a.
No, I think that's just cards.
Got it. Thank you.
No, always good to interrogate. Always good to interrogate. The term calling a spade, that is racist.
That
but
is
I'm pretty
racist.
sure that the version that you just said is just
okay. Great.
Having a handful of spades in a game of spades.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel like Gen Z actually like had that hardcore, that earnestness, that desire like to be vulnerable and real, and I feel like it made a 180 recently, and I don't know. I mean, I can guess
It's
why.
probably what we wanted to talk about, which was AI images everywhere.
I hate it. I hate it.
Selling you everything. It's nice. It is definitely your age cohort and then trickling up into mine. People who are like, well, I guess we have to know what's happening here, but Jesus Christ, I hate this. John Marcos Ceresi, who I talk about too much, I think.
No.
But he was just talking about they yell about AI all the time, and it makes me so happy. It's
Oh, because what's his podcast?
The Downside.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. It seems to like come up in my list first a bunch. And if I really am just like, I need to put something on while I do the dishes or whatever, he keeps me company.
I love it.
He's very pointy elbows. Do you know about this? Like John Marco's elbows are kind of a meme.
He's lanky.
He's gangly. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
gangly. Yeah. Yes.
And he just like he twists himself into like weird shapes when he's on stage, and so he's always and everybody's always just like those elbows.
Yeah. He's a twisty little guy.
He's twisty.
I feel like he's a 10-year-old who got big, right?
Yes.
Like he
yes.
got bigged.
Oh, yes. Yes, I understand. He got bigged. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh
and
my
then
God.
He's like,
yeah,
we all had.
Everybody had that one boy in their class who was probably hypermobile, who would like pick the stuff off of his corduroy knee pads of his corduroys. He would just like pick that off and would sit like on his knees, but with his feet out. So he was actually sitting on his butt, but then his like feet were like right next to his butt. That's the vibe. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my God. And thinking of it now as an over 40 person, I'm like,
Or the boys who would cross their legs and then cross their ankles again. I mean, girls did that too, but it's just more obvious when young men do it.
You know the one who did that? Orange Cassidy.
No shit.
Yeah, if I'm trying to think about like who was the boy wonder in terms of like everything goes everywhere, it was Jimmy. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Working out in his favor, I guess.
Yeah, well, you got to be flexible if you are a wrestler. Beautiful.
Yeah, so Lillian and I have been rage texting each other a couple of real affronting moments in AI, which like obviously we keep touching on week after week because it really is coming home to roost whatever the fuck is going on. Earlier this summer, Guess was in Vogue, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Vogue, Guess bought ad space in Vogue.
I want to find this. I'm looking.
You're going to love it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're going to hate it, but Guess bought ad space in Vogue and to advertise specifically their jeans.
Oh, I have looked at this already. Yeah. I know this.
And Guess was like, instead of paying our inordinate amount of money that we sit on like Scrooge McDuck to hire a fucking model and put jeans that we made on the model, so you already have an unrealistic version of what they'll look like on you, but at least there are jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Guess was like, we're going to spend much less money. We're going to hire two 20-somethings who design AI ads to mock it up. And so these two young women were hired by Guess, and it's not like beauty standards are already stupid. They're already stupid. And when we put on a shit ton of makeup and have fans in our hair and the whole nine, we're already unrealistic. We're already ad quality. Your everyday Jane Schmo is not gonna, like that's already aspirational. We don't need to make it even stupider by having these creatures that look like fucking Instagram filters. I don't know.
That's what. Yep.
But that's what these girls make. They make it's just the same fucking Kardashian face over and over and over and over and over, like just zeros and ones, and then they put fake jeans on fake person. I do care if the person is
That's
fake.
terrible.
It's terrible. I care if the person is fake. I care about it quite a lot. But what I find absolutely unconscionable and unbelievable is, don't you dare sell me the digital imaginary pair of jeans that I'm going to physically have to wear in the rain and put on. Like, it's already bad enough that you would put it on a supermodel's body.
Right. Right.
But don't sell me imaginary jeans. They're imaginary jeans.
Yep. That's what everything feels like right now. Yeah, same with Skechers. These like Bratz doll looking critters. And one of them, the first one that I saw was a girl who was like, she's like, but at least it's cartoonish, right? It's cartoony AI. It's not photorealistic AI, which has its own obviously issues, but it's, I'm going to go ahead and say slightly less damaging potentially.
Yeah, right. Because we at least it's not trying to confuse us.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, so the thing someone sent me was of a girl squatting in the middle of the street doing like a peace, like, woo.
She's the peace
She looked like a
frog
peace
from
frog. She looked like a peace frog.
1996.
She looked like a peace frog selling Skechers. Yep. But what it is front and center is her crotch. And someone was like, is this selling shoes?
No.
And it is all like, again, clearly a cartoon, but cartoon person wearing cartoon shoes with her cartoon vagina out.
Right?
And Jamila, and all of this coming on top of Serena Williams selling Ozempic now.
Right. Which is just so fucking scary, because it's showing, even with the body stuff aside, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that medicine is becoming like, hang your shingle here.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it's a medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that just anybody can hang their shingle and be like, I sell you this medicine now, is scary, let alone our larger feelings about the medicine itself and the people who are using it and what is happening.
It's it is getting harder and harder to figure out how to talk about this, because I know two people who are definitely avoiding me right now because I think that they think that I am judging them for losing weight. And
Yes.
if you're listening to this, and this is probably worth a post, I want you to do whatever you want with your body.
Yes.
I want you to be happy first and foremost, is what I actually want. But you are allowed to do whatever you want with your body. And honestly, I that for me, that also means you're allowed to damage it a little bit if you want. Like, if you want to put stuff in your mouth or stuff that you smoke or whatever, you are allowed. There might be points in time where people around you become concerned for either valid or invalid reasons and might say something to you about it. But that is whether it is a drug addiction that someone feels like they have spidey senses about, or on the other end of things, concern trolls who want to talk about fat people's bodies. I don't want to police your body. I also don't want you to feel policed. And also, I do kind of wish that we were talking just a little bit more about what Jamila is talking about, where if you are on these drugs and you are famous, then you have the money to contend with all of the side effects and the after effects. And it is a lot. And people are winding up with brand new body dysmorphia because of the loose skin. They're winding up with lots and lots of complications that people aren't talking about because they're ashamed of it. And the stigma here, I think, is not in the... It's so hard to talk about.
It is really hard to talk about.
This is for real the don't hate the player, hate the game, and not even
1000%.
hating, just like critically thinking about the game.
Right.
People have historically taken pretty big swings to lose weight. And occasionally it works out, and most times it doesn't. And I still don't have any reason to believe that this isn't exactly the same thing. And also, it would have been groundbreaking for Lizzo to talk about her new body. She's so afraid to talk about her body at all. I think that she could have really come back a little bit from all of the crap that she stepped in being inappropriate with her dancers by being like, hey, I made this decision. It sounds like some of you guys are upset, but like, I feel better, or maybe she doesn't feel better, but here, I'm just, this is for
Sure,
example,
sure.
I feel better. And also I need you guys to see that this is the reality. Like, I am smaller. And also I feel like maybe her going on Saturday Night Live was a step in that direction to be like, this is my body now. Because I don't know if she's had surgery or whatnot, but she's clearly had a lot of loose skin when she was on SNL.
Mm.
Um, uh, and just so you know, like, this is this is not, you're not going to turn into this AI guess model.
Right.
um People are going to need to get used to seeing someone that is a small size that they still think looks kind of like a fat person because of the way your body becomes when you lose weight. That was so
Yep.
much to say, trying to say it so
Oh,
carefully.
Lillian, for
It's
sure.
it's just like, I don't, and not to shit on anybody whose body is like that. It's just not taking a fat person and making them a thin person. And that is what we're being sold. That is my biggest issue. That is my biggest issue. That it is. I
Yes,
figured it
yes,
out.
yes,
We
yes,
saw it in
yes.
real time. It's like when you can watch Trump put things together in his brain. He says something and you're like, "Oh yeah, he just realized." Yeah.
Again,
This
could
is
be
not
amazing. Could be
this is
so fucking funny. Could be
this
the
is not
funniest goddamn person
this
on
is
earth.
not fat people becoming thin people. This is fat people becoming a different kind of fat person that is smaller and still not part of the club.
Yes. Yes.
Everybody is trying to be part of the club. The club still doesn't fucking want us,
Nope.
and that's the reality. And if the thin club doesn't want you and then you also throw your fat pals under the bus, you got no club.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's as nice as I can ever say it.
That was very, very well done. That
Thank you.
was very well done. And I would go, I would go even further and feel like, yeah, there's a big don't hate the player, hate the game. And I I will go out and say I do hate the game. I think the game is solely carnivorous. I think the game has only ever been is not at all invested in people's wellness or the
No, it's
accessibility of it. It
no, they're
is
very blatantly out for their shareholders. It is
1000%.
they're not even playing. Like, that's what it is.
It's the same reason that Weight Watchers, if they still exist anymore. It's the same reason that Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig have always been like the diet industry, the weight loss industry has always been the most lucrative place to make money. And now that we are so rabidly capitalist that
Mhm.
like there's no principle, there's no value, there is no low too low in a way of making money. They don't give a fuck. And
No.
the problem is, and I do think that anyone, I will speak about fat people. I do absolutely believe that fat people, with us included, have faced lives and constant bullying from every corner enough for, like, if there were a magic pill, I do not blame anyone for feeling like I just can't fucking do it anymore. I
Right.
really don't. And it sucks because I hate the game, because the problem is there is nobody out there that you can look to. There is no weight loss mommy or daddy that you
Mhm.
can look to who actually has your well-being in mind. Not a
Right.
single fucking one.
Right.
No diet company, no gym membership, no magical shot, no nothing. They are not fucking looking out for you. They do not give a fuck. I do believe you have the autonomy and right to look for relief if you need it, even if relief is strictly emotional, even if it
Sure.
has no impact on your actual health at all, or even if, like you said, people get to make decisions for themselves, even in the negative direction.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I just hate that they are the Pied. I hate the Pied Pipers. I hate the Pied Pipers and the fact that we as fat people don't have enough power. We don't have enough social currency to be able
Correct.
to reckon with or overthrow or really cast the right kind of light and justice
Right.
on this machine.
So anything like that, this is automatically at some level predatory.
Yes,
It always,
always.
always. Even if it was, even if it was for 75%, let's just, what about?
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
if we're in this alternate universe where 75% of people could take this magic pill and it would actually like turn them into a thin person.
Yes.
It's still, it's still predatory.
Still predatory. Still predatory. Because the whole point is how can we make money on the number one insecurity that anyone has? And
Mm-hmm.
that's so hurtful and sad that like
Yeah.
the way we have navigated our whole lives is so many people's worst fucking nightmare. Like
Right.
that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Um that's just a shitty thing. But it's true. And anyone willing to capitalize on that fear mongering because it is our socialized worst fear. Yeah, it's always predatory. Always, always, always. It is not done with your well-being in mind, despite whatever effect the drug may or may not have for you.
Right.
And that is what really, really sucks because we're seeing that lack of care happening to people's vulnerabilities about which we feel fiercely protective.
Right. Right.
Even if you don't want to be fat anymore,
And
we feel very protective of
we
your
are here.
vulnerability.
I am here for the people who have lost weight. Like Abby and I have actually discussed this as part of like what we want to put on our stage for Bounce House. Our priority is definitely always to showcase larger bodies, but people who are in that now mid-sized body who we might have known as fatter performers who now might feel weird about reaching out to us,
Oh,
like I'm happy to have you. I You are, as long as you are still an ally, as long as you are not, I I would have to have a big conversation with about if there was somebody who was like riding hard on like weight loss before and after.
for
If that
sure.
was becoming
Yeah,
their
yeah.
brand, then I would have a big problem with that. I would have a problem with that. Why? I'm like not afraid to say that.
No, that
I don't like
sucks.
weight loss before and afters. You know why we don't like weight loss before and afters. You are not a bad person if you are posting weight loss before and after. But think about why you're putting so much weight on this progress. Think about the praise that people are giving you and why people are giving you that praise. Think, like, really, really think about it. And also think about, do you now feel better than a person who hasn't done this? Because that is what it feels like. No,
Yes.
no matter how well or sweetly intended a before and after picture journey post is.
Yes, yes.
And also, I'm sorry that you don't like to hear this, but you are affecting someone's eating disorder.
Oh, absolutely.
And everyone is responsible for their own shit,
Hmm.
but you have put a bump in someone's day.
Definitely. If you haven't heard, friends, there is a gigantic class action lawsuit against specifically Ozempic. Although whatever happens to Ozempic is also true for the other ones. They're the exact same drug. But,
Mhm.
you can't sue a drug, you can sue the drug company. Or rather, you can't sue a chemical, you have to sue the a branded chemical. Because,
Sure.
again, we live in hell. So
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, there's an enormous class action lawsuit, and shocking no one because, again, everything is predatory and not made with the well-being of people in mind,
Mm-mm.
and
Mm-mm.
certainly not shilled with the
And because we
well-being of
don't
people in
really
mind.
know, this hasn't been around for long enough. So if you the doctors don't know how to deal. I'm talking about a couple of anecdotes from from my personal life, from people who I've talked to,
Mm-hmm.
where their doctor was like, "You should try this," and then they were like, "Hi, I have this, and this," and they're like, "Whoa, I don't know, but do you feel like it's worth it?" So you're complaining to your doctor about side effects that like involve bad tummy distress and like whatever else that you can have the issues with, which apparently vision loss is one of them. So that's fun.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Scary.
and the doctors are not like, oh, maybe there's a way we can counteract that, or do you want to go off of it for a little while and see if you feel better? They're like, is it worth it to you to keep shitting your pants? And having a doctor say something like that to you makes you want to keep going along with it and be like, maybe I'm weak because I can't put up with this.
This in tandem with Lillian, I think we may have discussed it before. This kind of laxity in attitude, coupled with the
Sorry.
fact that fucking colon cancer is right now running rampant on people younger than 50 because we live in hell,
Sure.
and so now they're prescribing colonoscopies sooner because we live in hell, our GI tracts are getting weirder and weirder and maybe indicating that we might be getting much more colon cancer than anyone ever expected. And shit that we talk about as like IBS or anxiety or whatever could actually be indicating a much greater problem. But like,
Ah,
I'm a bitch who's already had IBS my whole fucking life.
oh
I had to get
no.
my gallbladder removed. I
Right.
already have so much GI, um, uh, 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 white kid glove necessities. You could never, ever convince me, unless it was like your heart's gonna go out in 5 minutes if we don't give you this shot in your ass, right? You could never convince me to go on something that is more likely to give me gastric distress.
Right. Right.
Hardline. I've
Right.
spent my entire fucking life feeling nervous and wishing there were a bathroom that was unlocked that were closer.
Mm-hmm.
My whole life.
Yep.
No.
Well, now I double don't know how you worked at Lush. God.
Here's
We were
another
taking
Lush
dumps on a
story.
loading dock, you guys.
Oh my god. I would go up to Daffy's. Did you
Oh
ever
yeah, I
do
would too.
that?
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't that much better though.
It wasn't, no. Mm.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. So,
Yeah, so it's just a time. I really am trying to take it all in stride. And it is frustrating because like the way my body is changing right now is it is multi-layered. It's not just like a weight gain or weight loss or whatever, but like I am realizing that what I'm coming to terms with is that the shape of my body that I have gotten used to
yes.
and do adore, and now whoever's listening, the day that I stopped comparing myself to other people, I let myself free. Like I used to do the whole like standing sideways in a mirror and like looking at magazines and stuff. And the day that I was just like, well, this is it. This is like this is it.
This is me.
And celebrating what I had. Other people started celebrating me as well, and I felt more appreciated, and I felt able to accept that appreciation. But looking in the mirror and seeing my mom all the time is my dead mom is weird.
And I think this is where we're finally like, okay, as young women, we achieved the almost insurmountable challenge of like, love your body. Great. Now we're visibly getting older, and it's like, oh, fuck. I
Oh,
wasn't
good, new
ready for
body,
this part.
right?
Yeah.
I worked so hard on
I worked so hard on the other stuff. I was like, great, I'm cool with this. And now, like, this elasticity changes, this color changes, this ability, like, now I wake up in the morning, I'm like, whoop, that's different.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, whole new things. I don't I'm my feet are kind of changing shape because I've always walked on the outside of my feet a little bit. And my family is like, this is gross, you guys. I'm so sorry. Prone to hammer toes though. So I
That's
have
not
to like
gross. That's
really
normal. That's
watch
okay.
out for like the bunion situation and when to I don't want one of my toes
Yes.
don't need to be crossed. I don't need that much luck.
Yes, I remember asking, I don't know if it was my mom or maybe one of my aunts or something, but when I was a kid, I was like, wow, why does your foot look like that? And they're like, it's just something that happens. I'm like, that's crazy. And now here I am, 41 years old, and I'm like, oh no, this is the time when the things that happen
Oh
start
yeah.
happening.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
I
Uh-uh.
I just like took my foil blanket off from running the marathon of body love.
Right, right. Oh, that is what it feels
It fucking feels like that. I'm still drinking my goddamn Gatorade.
like.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And like to loop back to AI that's not focused necessarily on being fat phobic, although it absolutely is fat phobic, but like the imagery that we keep seeing that is poreless, ever lifted, jawlines that don't exist, hair that doesn't exist,
Mhm.
eye to other eye to head ratio that is unrealistic, right? Like all of this
Even that.
shit.
Like, you can get as thin as you want, your eyeballs aren't gonna change shape.
Yeah, right. Right. But the fact that I was worried about 10 years ago, Instagram filters. I was like, this makes me feel
That was that
dysmorphic.
was that was the first step into it, though.
Yeah, that was the pre-beat. And I was like, this makes me feel really uncomfortable. I don't think I want to use these because I'm going to wish that
Mhm.
I looked more like this Bratz doll version of me than me.
Right.
But I saw other people doing it constantly. And now here we are,
Mhm.
where they're just supposed to be people. And I'm like, this makes no room, obviously. It makes no room for fat people. It makes no room, well, let's just go with like feminine people, fat women. Makes no room for older women aging, despite the fact that you and I are like the generation that is aging more beautifully
Yeah.
and more gracefully
Oh,
than like
yeah.
anyone in our past.
Well, and, like, allowed, to dress younger. Like,
Yeah.
the idea of
Yeah.
what you can wear as a powerful woman, whether it's a corporate woman or what, like, the whatever you think of as, like, a well-dressed woman that would, like, walk into a room and command it is there's no definition of that now.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
is amazing. There are lots of things that are still, like, you can wear the fact that we have totally normalized super weird makeup, I love it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it. The fact that
Yes.
people are wearing, like, zany blue eyeliner and shit to, like, normal jobs and things
Love
like
it.
that, and, like, facial piercings, nobody gives a crap if you have tattoos all over your hands and arms and stuff now.
Yes.
Uh, I love all of that. I love I love all of that. Um, the fact that, like, so if I'm interviewing for a corporate job and I have a nose piercing and my sides shaved, like, I'm not gonna worry that, like, I don't look corporate enough.
Correct.
Um, and there is, like, an interesting individuality. The flip side of that is when I went out on a Friday night the other night for the second time this summer, went out in New York City for on a Friday night, and I was it you I was texting with where I was like, "All these girls are wearing boots. These
Oh,
girls are
yeah.
wearing it is 97 degrees out, and these girls have boots
Ew.
and knee socks, like,
Yes.
go-go height
Right.
galoshes height boots
Oh, my God.
or booties." And that is fall. That's for
That's
fall. You wear your
firmly
cute,
fall.
colorful tights under your tiny ass booty shorts or your mini, mini, mini skirt and your boots. I just sweat. I sweat looking at
Yeah,
them. And I'm
totally.
so happy that I don't feel like I have to keep up with that anymore.
Yes. You also wait all year for flip-flop season.
Oh yeah. I wear as little shoe as possible until the very last minute. Like I am like mid-November. If it's 50 degrees out, I will wear a hat and like a bundly top and flip-flops.
You know I'm a late adopter to everything, right? So the first time I ever got myself boots, it was 2012, which means I was 28 years old.
Okay.
First time I ever got boots in my whole life, I was 28, and I
Like
was like,
snow boots or fashion boots?
fashion boots.
Mhm.
And I was so excited to wear them for fall, right? Fall time. It's September. Ooh, we have our first crisp morning. I
Mhm.
wear them out. It's 75 by the afternoon. And I was like, never
Uh-huh.
again.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Never again. Nope.
That was when I went through my leg warmer phase. Uh-huh. I understand.
Oh, leg warmers. Yeah. Who needs them? Literally only dancers. Only
Um, I
dancers.
I actually so in the winter, because of the way I like to dress, I will wear leggings and a shortish skirt,
Hmm.
and I have those Sock Dreams ones that come all the way up. They don't stay up with tights, which is a bummer. You can get the little garter belt, but that's like way too many
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
levels. But I like them over because I feel like I buy cheap ass leggings. I buy cheap leggings,
Yes.
not the ones you can completely see through, but I like not like I can't wear a sweater dress. I get hot so easily and I always
So
have. And
quickly.
perimenopause I'm
Yes.
sure is not helping.
No.
But in New York, it is insane. The temperature changes that you have to go through like 8 or 9 or 10 times a day because you're outside in the cold. You're either walking, let's put me living somewhere else.
Hmm.
I would be like walking 5 to 15 minutes outside to get to the subway.
Hmm.
Now you're down in the subway and it is always hot.
And it's scorching.
It's yeah, even if it's cold outside, it's at least warmer on the platform, and then you get on the train and it's boiling,
Uh-huh.
and then you go back out in the cold, and then you go into a super hot building, no matter what building you're going
Because
into,
it's
because in
blowing the
the
hot air
summer,
down
in the
on
winter,
you.
yeah, in the winter there's no climate control anywhere. It's either the heat pipes are on and they're steaming everything up, or they're completely not working and everybody is dripping in icicles. Um, Yeah, the number of times that I've walked into non-climate controlled places this summer, including like
And
the
it's been a
occasional,
really hot
it's been pretty
summer.
hot, the occasional CVS
What?
that is
No.
not air conditioned. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you walk down the chocolate aisle and you're like, you're gonna have to throw all this
Oh
away.
my God.
I've seen
Wow.
that at least twice.
That's really, really bad.
Yeah, the CVS's and Walgreens have all rolled in these weird like temporary units that are blowing, but they only blow like this far.
Right, right, right. And it's the thing that sort of looks like a rolling printer,
It
right?
looks like a
And
giant Rosie the Robot. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yes. God, that's so fucking weird.
I've seen
Oh,
it
we're so
over and
fucked.
over and over again. But yeah, you're in and out and you're in and you're out. And so like I wear like so many layers, but I'll wear a tank top under a giant coat. And then I'll
Yeah,
have a
yep.
sweater with me but not on.
Can I tell you, it makes my skin crawl when I'm on the train in the wintertime and people keep their whole they keep their whole winter situation on. The
Uh,
coat is shut, the
uh-huh.
scarf is fully on. The hat, it can't be
It
possible
must be
that
people with
all
bad
of these people,
circulation.
yeah, right? I feel similarly when I somehow see somebody in like fleece in May.
Yes, but the flip side of that is the men who won't wear pants. Which is always so hilarious to me because I run hot like a furnace. And
Yeah,
even
me too.
I am like, your legs look cold. Like you look
Yes.
cold. Who are what are pants gay now? Like what?
Oh
And
no.
it's always the tech guys in like the fucking vest.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Nobody needs to see your getaway sticks, buddy. Put them away. You slutty legs hanging out.
I
Oh
will
my God.
say to round out these like rather depressing talks of AI and body image and the gentrification, truly just the gentrification of how we expect specifically women to look and how we're internalizing it. There does seem to be a nice amount of pushback against veneers.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yes.
like a whole, and it
Yes.
seems to be people's curiosity. I think it's young people's curiosity because they'll
Sure.
watch older media of people with their original teeth. And original can mean anything from like a gnarly set of gnashers all the way to like just fucking normal ass teeth.
Gnarly set of gnashers.
And
But yeah, Anna
the
Paquin is a
great
pretty great
example.
version. And I don't remember the names of the actors, but the two girls who were just in White Lotus, I've seen some conversations about them
Oh
as well.
yes. Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And I do actually think that lady is British. And of course there is like the old trope of British teeth.
British teeth, right?
But like just not being as obsessive about dental fucking serial killer perfection as we are here. But yeah, I agree with this. I feel like veneers are so fucking creepy. And again, this homogenization just of how people look, it's boring. And I know that we shouldn't lead with it's boring, but if it is boring, why the fuck are we doing it at all?
Because of money.
Right.
Because the people who are the most rewarded are not the most interesting. They're not the most interesting looking people. They're not the most interesting acting people. They're not the people who are coming up with like novel ideas about things. It's people who are doing who are playing neurotypical,
Yeah. Yeah.
whether they are or they're not. It's the people who are cosplaying neurobasic and nailing it. Those are the people who are making all of the money.
This does take us right back to Bill Murray because I would watch that man fold laundry. He
Oh,
would
I would, yeah,
ruin
let's get on that channel, please.
he would ruin everything if he got veneers, hair plugs, I mean just like whatever number of cosmetic procedures pretty much everybody gets. You know who was so beautiful before?
Hmm.
Maybe minus her time when she was like on some intense substances. Lindsay Lohan. Hello? Lindsay
Oh,
Lohan. So
yeah.
beautiful.
She gets a pass on everything because of the way, for me anyway, for the
Because
way
of
that
how badly
she was basically mushed into like a Play-Doh fun factory and cranked out. And the fact that she could like put herself back together in any resemblance of a human being, let alone who she was, is
yeah.
like, she's doing great.
Yeah.
People shit all over these new silly like Hallmark movies that she's done. I like them. I think that her Christmas movies have been super cute.
Very
I
cute.
haven't watched the new Freaky Friday yet, but
I'm excited for that
my
one.
friend Lauren was like, the young people on the internet are going crazy about Jamie Lee Curtis's titties. I think it's great.
Welcome to your Gen X cohort. We've
Yeah,
been freaking out about those tits forever.
they've always been good. They've always been killer.
Ah.
So funny. Yeah, I don't know. Um,
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair that she gets a
but
pass because she really did, woof, yikes, go through a
yeah,
tough time.
yeah. Um,
Mhm.
but there was somebody. Oh, I'm still trying to figure out how to shape this joke, and I forgot to use it this past weekend at Jersey City Pride. But like, my thing is, the conservatives are like, oh no, the drag queens are influencing the children. Meanwhile, the drag queens have influenced every conservative woman out there.
Yes.
They all look like drag queens,
In full beat. Yes.
and that's like not a dig
No,
necessarily.
it's just a fact.
It
It's a fact. Your hair is teased higher than fucking heaven. You've bleached the shit out of it. You've got a severe brow and a
Do you
many-colored, high-reaching eyeshadow. You're contouring yourself for the gods.
Oh yeah, and then like it's not enough that you had your like buccal fat sucked out or whatnot, but then like the extreme. I like extreme contouring. I think that it's fun. What I want to know is what you think people are seeing, though.
Mm.
Like, it worries me when young people think that they have been told that like this is a natural daytime look and feel like they have to put this much energy into just going out, versus like, oh, I can tell that you really like to play with makeup and shape your face in a way.
Yes, yes, yes,
Also,
right.
I ran into a woman this past weekend who, do you remember the puppet Madam?
Yes, yes. Oh my
But she was like in her 50s,
god.
and she asked me a question about something, and I turned to her and I was like, wow, like just wow. Like she looked like she was made out of paper mache.
Yikes.
And it's hard not to just like be like, whoa, and just take it all.
Yeah. Yikes.
I I do really wonder what the heterosexual partners of women who get stuff like that done think. And fuck them, honestly, because you should be
Yeah,
able
for
to
sure.
look like however you want, like whatever you want to do. But I'm curious in the end whether are dudes really like, yeah, that's hot, or are guys like, I guess this is what I jerk off to now.
Right. Right.
Man, always wind up feeling weird because I feel like judgy and stuff. But we got to talk about this stuff.
We
We got to talk about it.
do.
We got to
We
talk
do.
about it.
I think there's a really big line between kink shaming, and you're always very protective of this. So I really don't worry that you're ever going to constrict too much, you know? I think there's a big, thick, sharpie line between kink shaming and like creating a porn world.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Everybody. There are some kids who think that Mickey Mouse is real. Right? There's some kids who at a very young age would go to Disney and be like, well, first of all, I've only seen cartoons of Mickey and very few of them, and he's very small and not the same proportions. So, like, whatever this thing is probably like Santa Claus, which I also understand to not quite be Santa Claus,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
is a person who's trying to make me happy dressed up as a cartoon that I like. I do think that there are a lot more kids than we give credit to who
mm-hmm,
understand that delineation pretty young.
mm-hmm.
And then there are kids who think that all of it is real for a very, very long time. There are people like me who looked at airbrushed pictures, legitimately looked at airbrushed pictures, not understanding that they were airbrushed, and then was so ashamed of my blackheads that I didn't want to stand too close to anyone
Oh,
real.
yeah.
Um, but that for me even went down to like looking at the way cursive was supposed to be written in handwriting books, because it was always a much thicker line. I never felt like I could actually get what I was doing to look like that because we were using pencils.
Yes.
That is how some young people compare what they're doing to other things.
For sure. For
And to
sure.
say that it's not
For sure.
is so devastating. It's so devastating. And I feel like we're losing critical thinking every moment of every day.
We are. It's scary.
I would like to lose a little bit. I would like this much less critical thinking. I would like to be able to just be like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
We haven't done praise reports in a while. Do you have anything specifically that you're like, this is great and I
Boop,
want to be
boop,
happy
boop,
about
boop,
it?
boop, 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 boop. Other than my news that I can't talk about. Oh, Oh, no, big praise report, big praise report. After 3 years of living here, I have figured out how to
Get the
judge
wasps
this
out of
space.
your house.
We are currently enjoying a very low unbee summer here. Thank you. No, there are like spaces that we haven't been able to figure out for 3 years, and like,
Oh, in your house, like how you want to use
yes,
the space. Oh,
yes, right,
that's so satisfying. It took me
yes,
probably 5 or 6 years to figure out how I wanted to use this space in my creative office. And then
yes,
I just dumped so much stuff in it that I can't use it right now. We'll fix
totally.
it. We'll fix it.
So before Jory took the edibles of absolute doom, we had a real whirlwind, restructuring and planning and cleaning and chucking, and right, like we did a lot of that this weekend, which is very exciting. And then we're gonna like keep doing that moving into Labor Day, which is the gayest, most Home Depot lesbian situation I could ever imagine.
Beautiful.
So that is my praise report here. How
Yay.
about
So
you, Betty?
good. I got through August, girl. I did planned and executed my mother-in-law's 80th birthday party. I did officiated my nephew's wedding, but not only that, like I wound up helping doing a ton of like day of stuff for them as well. Um, and I got through my show at Art House in Jersey City, which was sold out, by the way, packed house, 75 people, incredible reception. The cast had an incredible time, which is all, I mean, I definitely want the audience to have a good time, but when the cast members are like, I felt so like pampered being in this beautiful space, and your audience was so good, and I got
Yeah.
to tip the shit out of everybody.
Ah.
And then two incredible shows outside at Pride yesterday, which, by the way, there were way more protesters than usual, and the cops did not have them under control.
Oh,
The
fuck.
protesters are supposed to stay in like a little protester pen.
The
This is,
anti-gay protesters?
oh yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, like Fred Phelps style.
I hate that.
Um, and they were running around so much that when my performers, they were down by the main stage, which was slightly away from where my stage was, but they had moved them, and then I guess some of them had like gotten out. And so like two of my trans performers on their way into the dressing area had gotten harassed. And I was like, I couldn't have anticipated that because they were always so corralled before. So I don't know what happened, but they were not. They were like bringing up the back of the march, and I don't know how that could have
Holy
possibly happened.
fuck.
Yeah, whoever was on duty was not taking care of things, which doesn't surprise me because it's Hudson County and cops are still cops. But still bullshit. But Pride was incredible. Three of my friends were on the main stage for the very first time, and that would be the fantabulous Box of Crayons and Kimmy Simoni and Antonio Moore, and their set was incredible. I was just standing off to the side, having a little drink in a disco ball, screaming, "Those are my friends! Those are my
Yes.
friends!" They had
Oh.
pyrotechnics. They had fog blasts, like smog blasts, sure, 2025.
Definitely.
um, it was so good, and then the acts right behind it were good, and I did my shows earlier, so I actually got to hang out in the evening.
Yay.
And my feet didn't hurt that bad. I
Hey.
painted some shoes silver, and they were very comfortable. Yeah, so now I just need to, I have not picked up anything in my creative space. I have just been like pulling things out, putting them in bags, dumping them out of the bags because I don't want to get a moldy wig. I got a moldy wig one time because
Oh, that sucks.
I kept a sweaty wig in a plastic bag. I
Killed it.
fixed it. You can wash it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, you can wash wigs.
and it
Yeah,
didn't
you can
like
wash wigs.
keep the mildew in there and come back?
Well, I'm sure some people do that, but I prefer to freshen up. Um, but yeah, just like so everything that I've dumped out from the birthday party, the wedding, and to enormous shows
is on your floor right now.
Pretty much.
Hence why your first question was, what can you see?
What can you see behind me? Also, I have a bag with my turkey costume in it, and I need to freshen that up for this year anyway. But I took it out, and my cat took it out of the bag. Loki loves the turkey costume. He
Shocker.
wants to lay on the turkey costume, and unfortunately, that involves him like clawing it a little bit. So some of it got
doing
kind of
like
snagged.
some biscuits.
Mm-hmm. No, just to arrange it. Like he wants to pull it out and lay it flat so that he can lay on the tail.
Oh my god, that is really, really cute. Oh, that's so cute.
It is
oh
hard.
My god.
It's hard to be mad at, even though I'm like, if you're on that for too long, you're gonna fuck that thing up.
Yeah. No.
It's like a 12-year-old, 10-year-old costume at this point anyway. Maybe 10. It was one of the first things that I really put together.
Yes. Holy shit.
And then as far as, praise report, and also fingers crossed because I have a job opportunity coming up. But I also applied for a grant that I feel like I have a really good shot at. And if I got that grant, I could rent out space to do some more classes and like get myself a really nice upgraded costume. Not turkey, otherwise, some other kind of costume. I need new costumes.
Yes, honeybee. Exciting. Praise received.
Boom.
Praise
Speaker
received.
fingers.
All right. Well, fuck buddies.
Man, I'm so thirsty from that food I had earlier.
I'm so hungry for some cream plundering.
That sounds like that'll be the dessert when I make my slutty pirate restaurant.
Yes.
The Great Cream Plunder.
Please. Someday you're gonna be like, hey, come by Ocean City on the boardwalk. I got a surprise for you.
Oh, St. Augustine, baby. That's where they're horny for pirates. Mm-hmm.
Incredible.
We're gonna do it. I'm gonna be rich.
I love you so much. You've already got the retirement all planned out.
I've been thinking about this for at least 2 years because I think we're probably, we want to be closer to Grace at some point.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So,
well, that'll give me a really great excuse to come visit St. Augustine, and it'll give you so much new Florida fodder.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
It will be exclusively St. Augustine cast.
I love it. Oh, what an exciting time for you. Well, I support all of that.
Yay.
Especially because it's just going to encourage me to do more vacationing. So don't hate that.
Yay.
I love you.
I love you.
And we love you, fuck buddies. You be well, whatever you're doing, whatever you have going on, be well. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, look out for measles. You can get your MMR vaccine re-upped. And remember that somebody like schooled me on a post where they were like, well, your measles doesn't run out, the mumps one does, but it's in the same shot, so you may as well like just get it again anyway. And there was something about the batch that like for 10 years, a cohort of people who would include you and I, we got a measles vaccine that isn't a one and done.
Oh.
So you may as well just go ahead and get a new MMR. It's not going to hurt you. There's nothing about it that's going to hurt you. And if you are in your 30s or 40s, it is possible that your MMR has worn off. So go get it.
Yikes.
Go get
it. And y'all, Lillian's bringing this up because measles has been reported on PATH trains, NJ Transit Light Rail. So like it is spreading. Go get a shot. And we don't get COVID shots anymore. So
you can go get a COVID shot every 6 months.
Not anymore. They're only allowing it for people 65 and up or people.
Not true.
Are you sure the newest news? Because this was like shitty news as of last week.
Even if your insurance won't necessarily pay for it, I'm pretty sure you can just go get it. Okay. Like, all right. How much do you think the person at CVS is getting paid to be like, no, ma'am, you can't have your COVID shot? But I'm due for one, so I'm going to go figure it out and then I'll report back.
Yeah, give it a try. My cousin said that she was turned away at a CVS and a Walgreens, so.
I have a feeling that because the regulation has been so confusing, that maybe some places are opting out of doing it because they don't want to be liable for something. But I'm pretty sure that you can figure it out. Like,
Okay.
because we were supposed to have had the better one by now. That was what was supposed to be rolling out, was like the good one. I haven't heard any updates about that. And there's supposed to be like a nasal spray and things that they were working on. And people are
Yeah, but
getting
then
COVID again.
RFK.
But it's there. I think that everyone's used to taking no for an answer when it comes to your healthcare, and we just have to, just like we're getting used to seeing thin people with too much skin, you have to start asking questions. When they say no, you got to say why. And you got to call your insurance company and say why. Just like when I called and I said, are they allowed to require me being weighed for insurance purposes? And that my insurance company said, absolutely not. That's a HIPAA violation.
All right.
We don't know how much you weigh. She was like, do you think I should be able to look up how much you weigh? And I was like, I don't think you should be able to.
Yeah. Excellent points.
I'm sorry that
counts.
your cousin had that situation. I'm definitely due for a 6-monther, so I'm gonna look into that and we'll report back.
Yeah.
And it will I hope I'm right.
I hope so too. All right. Good luck out there, fuck buddies. We love you.
They still make masks.
Hey, mask up. And definitely don't get measles. Jesus Christ.
Gross. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.